खुद में काफी अपने bases बनाए. They have reinforced their runways and so on, and they have upgraded Z10 and Z9 was a previous model. उनकी manufacturing capability हमसे बहुत ज़्यादा आगे है. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. They can churn out more number of aircrafts. They have a fatter checkbook. How and what, with respect to Army aviation?
I read an article somewhere
Ji.
that a lot of people are saying that we have 31 squadrons against 42.
Correct.
He said, but there are a lot of assessments have been done even with this 31 squadron, the capability and the operational efficiency of the Indian Air Force may match the Chinese even with their larger number of squadrons and aircraft.
हमारा चाइना के ऊपर एक तो आपने टेरेन बता दिया, वो तो ठीक है, दैट इज एडवांटेज बाय डिफॉल्ट, तो कुदरत की देन है. वेयर डू वी हैव एज ओवर चाइना, कंसिडरिंग इट्स अ हॉस्टाइल नेबर?
The only edge I would say is our soldier. His capability, his dedication and the spirit is much better than the Chinese soldier.
大家好，这里是世界说中国。如果有人告诉你，印度陆军航空兵未来不仅能追平中国，甚至还能反超中国，你会相信吗？最近一段来自印度军事访谈节目的内容在海外引发热议。一位印度退役军官在节目中详细分析了中印边境的军事态势。在他的描述里，中国拥有更庞大的军工产能、更充足的军费预算、更大的直升机保有量，甚至在装备数量上占据明显优势。但有意思的是，在承认这些现实之后，他依然得出了一个极具争议的结论。他说，真正决定战争胜负的不是装备数量，不是工业产能，甚至不是军费规模，而是印度士兵的战斗意志。在他看来，中国可以拥有更多的直使武装直升机，可以拥有更快的生产速度，可以不断扩建边境机场和基础设施，但印度拥有一种中国无法复制的优势，那就是印度士兵的个人素质、牺牲精神以及作战意志。更令人意外的是，这位军官甚至认为，在高原环境下，印度自主研发的 LCH 轻型武装直升机足以与中国直实正面抗衡。那么问题来了，当中国拥有全球最大的工业体系之一，当中国军工制造能力不断提升的时候，印度军方为何依然如此自信？这种自信究竟源于现实判断，还是一种战略乐观？今天我们就来看看这场访谈到底说了什么。
So I was coming to that, sir, on the challenge that and our readiness with China. China ने ऑफ लेटली तिब्बत में काफी अपने बेसिस बनाए. They have reinforced their runways and so on, and they have upgraded Z10 and Z9 was a previous model. उनकी manufacturing capability हमसे बहुत ज़्यादा आगे है. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. They can churn out more number of aircrafts. They have a fatter checkbook. How and what, with respect to Army aviation, what strategy we should have, a combination of LCH and Apache or whatever, right, to counter the threat coming from China? And where do we ace? क्योंकि उनकी मशीन, हमारे पास Apache है, उनके पास Z10 है. now मान लेते हैं कि say if you have a better equipment, perhaps there are bigger numbers. So what is going to be the decisive factor? How we should mitigate the China risk from pure play the aviation, Army aviation standpoint?
See, Army aviation has an advantage. We are located right where the battle scenes are, operational areas are. For example, take Leh, Partapur. Partapur is right next to Siachen base. I mean, I think it takes just 15 minutes flying time or 20 minutes flying time from Partapur to go to this place. What I'm saying is, today we have helicopters which are capable of operating high altitude and at maximum efficiency, but not Apache. Apache cannot operate at high altitude. And it is, I am giving a false hope to someone saying that Apaches will operate. Apache's job is operating in the plains and the deserts. And their main task is support of the strike formations, which will operate in deserts and this. As far as mountains is concerned, we have developed the light combat helicopter. That's the best helicopter that you have, which can operate as of today and can counter the Z-10 of the Chinese.
Sir, even say And सिर्फ Z10 के मुकाबले में आप बोल रहे हैं कि even if you compare with the likes of Eurocopter, Tiger, the other such helicopters, that LCH really stands out.
Their capability of high altitudes is
Unmatched.
They can't match this.
Okay.
What LCH has been designed for high altitude. Those guys are not.
But
their wars are not fought in high altitude.
But sir,
when you say Huey Cobra, see, I'm talking about attack helicopters. Huey Cobra, which is the other one, other than Apache.
Right, sir.
It has got capability. It was operating in Afghanistan.
Correct.
But the capability at the very high altitudes which LCH has got, Huey Cobra can't operate.
But sir, जिस तरीके से
they don't design it for that.
Fair, sir. Coming back to Z10. Z10 जिस तरीके से and especially China जिस तरीके से अपग्रेड करने की और अपनी सप्लाई चेन्स को ऑप्टिमली यूज करने के लिए अक्रॉस द प्रोडक्ट्स हम देखते हैं. डोंट यू थिंक उनको ज्यादा वक्त नहीं लगेगा टू कैच अप विद अस एज फार एज LCH इज कंसर्न्ड?
See, Z10 is a capable aircraft.
जी.
If I do a comparison, it'll be too early because LCH has just got inducted.
Correct.
2 years back. We have only 15 of them operating, 10 with Air Force, 5 with us. So it's going to, its impact is going to be felt a little later. Chinese have got almost 100 of these, as per the figure which I have read in the on Google. They have hundreds of these, and 30 of them are supposed to come to Pakistan. How many have come, I don't know. They've already trial evaluated with the latest engine. So there is, as of today, when you say the Z10, numbers-wise they have more. But we have got the other one, which is also basically a gunship, Rudra. It's an ALH armed with missiles, everything. But obviously, it is not meant for high altitude and fighting there. It can operate there, but with lesser loads. So numbers-wise, we are behind Chinese at this time, but we will catch up. LCH production with HAL, I think in coming times, we will catch up. But you're right, their production lines are much faster. They have numbers. But as far as attack helicopter is concerned, the only viable attack helicopter which can match in high altitude capability is the Z10. There's nothing else. Attack helicopter.
And sir, in such scenarios, numbers matter or tactics matter and planning matter?
Tactics and planning and the capabilities of the person behind the machine.
So
matter.
Objectively,
I read an article somewhere
Gee.
that a lot of people are saying that we have 31 squadrons against 42.
Correct.
He said, but there are a lot of assessments have been done even with this 31 squadron, the capability and the operational efficiency of the Indian Air Force may match the Chinese even with their larger number of squadrons and aircraft.
But sir, of course, that doesn't give us the reason
it doesn't the reality. Because something, our airfields are already there.
Right.
When we take off, from ground level you're taking off, you take maximum weight armament with you.
Yes, sir.
You see all along your border, Hashimara, Bagdogra, Tejpur.
Correct.
They are all almost 200 feet, zero sea level. So they can take all armaments and they can easily take off. Chinese have the disadvantage there.
Which, sir, I do agree, but I would like to add कि with the current, especially the post-Galwan, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने upgrade किए हैं आपके होटान में and बाकी
they are upgrading, but still the advantage remains with us. Those are already at higher. See, when you take off a fighter aircraft takes off from 10,000 feet, his capability to carry armament is less compared to the guy who's taking off from 100 feet sea level. So that advantage we have, that capability of the fighter to carry more armament, more endurance. He's flying already lying there. So this is the advantage. It is there. It is because of the geography, nothing else.
And so have you ever had a chance to do an exercise with pilots of other army units across the world? And usme, where do you rate our pilots? And which is the Air Force or the Army pilots that you respect the most outside the Indian?
Now, I have not flown with other pilots, but mostly, let me be very frank with you. The Pakistan Army, as professional as us, there I have met some of the generals during my after retirement, and their troops are basically it's the same herd. They went that side and we came this side.
Correct.
So it's the soldier is very good. I think it's the officers who have let them down in all the wars.
Is it?
See what happened.
The problem is with the ethics and morals in that army.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the problem. As far as flying is concerned, we saw what happened in Sindoor. They have got equally capable pilots on both sides. We also saw what happened when this guy was shot down. One of our pilots.
Kargil time?
Not Kargil. Later on, when we had that attack on Balakot.
Abhinandan. Yeah.
So they're equally, they came. It was expected they will come. So pilots wise, they are, as far as Pakistan is concerned, they're equally. We do, our Air Force is doing exercises with them. So obviously, they're doing with Russians, they're doing with Americans, they're doing with almost 20 to 30 countries we are now doing joint exercises. So capability of each other's pilots will be known. But unfortunately, I don't have any personal experience. But when they do exercises, that's the time they can make out what's the capability and what is not. The Americans always talk of Top Gun. They have a award instituted in their flying institute. So I would give credit to the pilots of the leading armies will have good training and good pilots, because it's the training which makes them, and not the leaders can be what they are, but I think most of the pilots will be good, capable.
So हमारा चाइना के ऊपर एक तो आपने टेरेन बता दिया, वो तो ठीक है, that is the advantage by default, तो कुदरत की देन है. Where do we have edge over China, considering it's a hostile neighbor?
The only edge I would say is our soldier. His capability, his dedication and the spirit is much better than the Chinese soldier.
看完这段访谈，最有意思的地方，其实并不是印度军官对 LCH 和直十的性能比较，真正值得关注的是他反复强调的一句话：决定战争胜负的最终是人。在整场访谈里，他承认中国拥有更强大的工业制造能力，也承认中国在装备规模和生产速度上具备优势。但在所有讨论结束之后，他依然把最后的希望放在了印度士兵的战斗意志上。某种程度上，这其实反映了很多国家面对中国崛起时的一种共同心态。因为当工业规模、基础设施建设速度、装备产量以及综合国力逐渐拉开差距之后，能够继续给予自己信心的，往往只剩下那些难以量化的因素：士气、精神、意志以及所谓的人的力量。然而现代战争的发展趋势却恰恰相反，从海湾战争到俄乌冲突，再到近年来各国军队的发展方向，一个越来越明显的现实正在出现：战争早已不再只是单兵素质的较量，而是工业体系、后勤能力、情报系统、指挥链条和整体国力的综合比拼。历史上从来不缺少勇敢的士兵，但决定战争走向的往往不是谁更勇敢，而是谁能够持续不断地把资源、装备、技术和组织能力转化为战场优势。因此，当我们看待这类访谈的时候，与其争论谁更强、谁更弱，不如把它看成一种观察窗口。它让我们看到，在同样一组现实面前，不同国家的人会得出完全不同的结论，而这种认知上的差异，有时候甚至比装备本身更加值得玩味。